But let me ask you something as far as like with credit, right? How much credit you got?
Right now, about $1.4 million in credit.
So what type of plays you got that can help people that's watching get like funded or credit immediately?
Yeah, so like some credit builder plays that somebody can run, because most people got, like, they either don't have credit or you got good credit, you're not leveraging it. So it's like if you don't have credit and you need to get some credit, like one easy play, instant approval, $2,500 will be on a website. You go to meetava.com.
Meetava?
Meetava, MEETAVA.com. That's an instant approval, $2,500. Anybody that got good or bad credit. So that'll add a primary account. So, it's like, it's not a trade, it's a primary. So I'm going to own this account, but I'm going to get a $2,500 limit. Just boom, right off meetava.com. Most people are paying rent. They're not homeowners. So they can go to rentreporters.com. They can get another primary account. So go to rentreporters.com, and whoever you paying rent to, they'll just verify that you're paying rent, and they're backdated. So now you're talking about getting 3, 4, 5 years of rental history on your credit report. Most people ain't got no history. They got a thin credit profile. They can't go to the bank. They can't get funded because they ain't got no history, and they can't become a homeowner. So now when you want to become a homeowner, you got 4 or 5 years of rental history on your credit profile. All they're going to do is verify with the landlord, and they're going to add that to your credit. You pay like $10 a month. Okay. Easy, right? Another credit builder that they can add is they can add Kevo. That's an installment loan.
Kevo?
Kevo, KOVO.com.
Oh yeah, Kevo. Okay.
So it's like now with those three, you got your rent reporting. You know what I'm saying? That's a primary. You got a line of credit through Meetava, and you got Kevo. That's an installment loan. So now you got revolving plus installment loan. That's how you build your credit profile out in order to make lenders want to give you money. Them 3 plays right there, that'll change the game. That right there. Rent reporters normally on average take somebody points up 40 points. Kevo was another 40 to 50 points. Meetava is like 20 points. So them 3 plays right there take somebody up 100 points plus right now.
Wow. So
if they had a 500, you would have 600 plus after you run that play.
That's hard.
Like rent reporters report in a week. Kevo report in probably like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Rent reporters are gonna report in about a week. Like, it's cold. Good plays, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So what's to the credit repair program you got? The new what's it, Metro 2?
Metro 2, bro.
What's to that?
That right there is a game changer. And the reality is that people have to understand that when you think about Metro 2 compliance, this is something that you got to think about, bro. What is it? We in 2024.
Yeah.
This actually was established. The regular Metro was established in the 1970s, right along with the FCRA, with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And then you got to understand that they reintroduced it 2 different times. They reintroduced it in 1997, and that's when they called it Metro 2 compliance. And then they actually reintroduced it again as Metro 2 in 2015. But in 1997 was when it really was established and brought to the industry in itself as a credit reporting standard that all credit bureaus must comply by, because the reality is that most people don't know this, is that the 3 credit bureaus plus Innovis actually sat down and they put together this compliance standard that essentially states that if Kevo got some on his credit profile that shouldn't be there, then that account must meet compliance standards to even be reported. Right. So it don't matter the account. It don't matter, like, so most people doing factual disputing, they doing consumer law, right? Whereas with factual disputing, you looking at the account and seeing if the factual nature of whether, the account is, all the name information is correct, the date the account was open, all of that stuff is correct on the credit profile. With consumer law, you got to study the laws and know what laws were being violated and put together letters for that. Whereas with Metro 2, all you got to do is say, this account right here, this bankruptcy, this child support, this eviction, this student loan, this late payment, it don't meet the compliance standard to even be reported. So therefore, if it don't meet the compliance standard of reportability, it jeopardizes the integrity of the information that's being reported, so it got to be deleted. So it don't matter the account type. It don't matter how long the account has been there. If it don't meet compliance standard of reportability, it got to be deleted. Simple as that.
So this is way different from the regular average credit building and
way different. Way different, because it's not really like disputing accounts per se, because that's factual disputing, but it's more so just going out the account's ability to even comply to be reported. So we talking about reportability versus what's already there and what it's going against, right?
Right.
But we talking about account ability to even be there, period. So when you send in a Metro 2 compliant letter to the credit bureaus, they be like, oh shit, well, it's different. Like, we got to comply with, this is our standard that we put in place. So we got to delete this account because he's saying that it don't meet the standard of reportability to even be reported. So they can't argue with you and go back and forth. The only thing you'll get when you use Metro 2 is a stall letter. They'd be like, we just want to make sure this was you that sent the letter out. That's just a tactic to get you to say, dang, what they on. But if you don't know no better, you don't know. But the only thing that they do is send you a stall letter, and they say, we want to just verify that you really sent this letter in because it's a Metro 2 letter. You got to say, I sent that in, send your next letter out, we gone. Like, I got students getting bankruptcy deleted, evictions, all that stuff. First 30 days, first round, second round.
Yeah, I seen.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like going crazy.
So look, I was going to say was like, so let's say if I'm a person that's watching and I want a mentorship, right? You would basically teach me exactly how to step-by-step clean my credit?
So essentially, what I did was I created a software.
Oh, okay, the software.
So I created a software, and the software basically show you step-by-step how to do it in the software.
Oh, okay.
And we got live weekly training. We got training 5 days a week for anybody that say, yo, I want to do this. I want to figure this out myself. Because the reason why I created the software was for, you know how it is like in the credit repair industry, like people doing credit, but they don't really know what they doing.
Right.
So you going to go pay bro $1,000 and you like you looking 6 months later like,
ain't nothing going.
Ain't nothing going. Like, what's going on? So I created because I'm like, yo, like, we need to stop where people feel like in this industry, I can't get help and I'm paying $1,000. I also created because I wanted to give people back the power, put in their hands. Like, look, bro, stop depending on people to like help you. You go get educated yourself.
And then help people.
Do it yourself and go help people run up a bag.
You better say it. Yeah.
So the second part is like we helping people learn how to use this software to help themselves, but then help their family, then go run up a bag. Like majority of my students, like I got 17,000 students, bro.
Oh, that's good.
Like 17,000 students. The majority of them are making 6 figures using this software.
Yeah.
They running up a bag like crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like they came and they just thought that they were just gonna repair their credit,
Yeah.
but they ain't even know like they was gonna really like run up a whole bag. Like they saw the opportunity because the software, once you upload your credit profile, the software just does all the work for you. You ain't got to do nothing, literally.
Right. So what made you really get into the credit repair game though?
Man, what's crazy is, and it's crazy. I saw you was going crazy during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, dang, should I get into credit? I wasn't really sure. So I was actually in financial service where I was doing life insurance and financial planning for a while.
Right.
I did that for like 3 years. Then I started my own solar renewable energy company. And then, in order for people to go solar, they had to have a 650 credit score. So I'm like, dang, maybe this is my opportunity to get into the credit repair space.
Right.
So this was during the pandemic. You got to think, during the pandemic, we wearing masks. We walk around, me and my team, we knocking on doors. But people like, my credit ain't a 650. I can't do it. Now, here's what's crazy. I was making $500,000 a year doing that, selling solar. You know what I'm saying? But the reality was that I had a lot of missed opportunities because people didn't have good credit. So when I was knocking on their doors and they say I didn't have it, I'm like, dang, I was thinking, I really want to sell them solar because I was getting paid $20,000, $30,000 a house. But in order to get them to go solar, I'm like, I'm going to just start this credit repair company.
Smart.
So that's how I end up getting into credit repair. So then I would say, all right, cool, I can do your credit over here for like $500, get you ready to go solar. Then I come back and get the big bread on the back end.
Exactly.
But then what happened was, because we was in the Midwest and people wasn't really like familiar with it, it was that plus we had like a crazy snowstorm. And people weren't finna let us put no solar in and it was snowing outside. They like, this ain't gonna work.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, it ain't gonna work. It ain't like the West Coast where they got sun all day. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna drop the solar and I'm just gonna go straight credit. So I went straight credit. But then it was like, I did that for like 2-3 years, right during the pandemic. But then you gotta remember, I moved to the A. But then when I moved to Atlanta, I found out that doing credit repair in Atlanta was a misdemeanor. So I'm like, I can't be trying to do something illegal.
Right.
And I got into coaching. I'm like, I'm trying to teach people how to do this. I'm like, that's illegal. So then that's where the software came about. Because I'm like, well, damn, I'm like, I need to do something that I can still educate the people, still help the people, no matter where they at in the state. But I'm like, I can't be trying to do credit repair when it's illegal, and then I'm trying to teach that. That ain't going to like
that's
work.
what I started doing. I was like, when I started seeing everybody doing credit repair, I was like, let me just teach credit repair.
Yeah.
And then I'll make way more money. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just
Exactly.
Because I was learning about it. I was like, damn, like credit repair, I started seeing like hella videos of people getting locked up for it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, they own it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, you know, let me just teach people like, and they can just go off how they go off it. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's what really helped get me to the level that I stopped like providing the service for people and start serving people.
Yeah.
Because
for
I'm
sure.
like, I'm doing credit repair. Like my best months doing credit repair was like maybe 40 G's in a month. Like, cause I was signing like 35 people and I was doing like $1,200 a head.
Yeah.
But then now I got to go actually do the work. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm up to 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But then when I start teaching people how to do it themselves, and I'm like, well, just give me $1,000, I'll show you how to do it, and you can go make money.
Better, yeah.
It's way better. I'm like, I ain't got to do no more work. And then I sat there and I looked, I'm like, damn, I just signed up like the same amount of people in 1 week and no work.
For sure.
Just teaching you how to do it.
Like, you know what's crazy? When I first started, I had a crazy wave because it was like people was getting mad at me. They was like, man, you showing these niggas the sauce.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. Like my whole social media was blowing up. Like, man, that's crazy. Yo, as the police, and like, why you telling people this? And I was just confused because I'm just like, man, look, I don't know if y'all know, but we really can't do this, and this.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna sell guides and courses on how I'm doing everything that I'm doing and how y'all can do it and benefit y'all family and friends. And bro, it was so much. Now, like, you look up 2024, it's hella credit repair people. It's hella like, you know what I mean? And, you know what's so crazy is, like, I feel like by me starting doing that, I helped a lot of people, like, get in position. Because they like, facts. Oh, if he can do it, shit, he from the city, I can do it too, you know? So that's
bro, I promise, when I saw you, I'm like, bro, from the city, I'm like, that's crazy. He going crazy. Like, man, I remember you.
Crazy.
Bro, you was one of the first people that I heard talk about, like, trade lines and primaries.
Primaries,
I'm like,